At a time when insecurity, hyperflooding, and climate change remain threats to the agricultural sector in Nigeria, the Institute for Agricultural Research IAR Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, in collaboration with the Dryland Crop Accelerated Varietal and Improved Seed Systems in Africa (AVISA) project, has introduced short and medium-statured sorghum cultivars to support the country on its plans in food security policy. The newly released varieties were showcased during a field day demonstration held at Bagadawa village of Dawakintofa local government area of Kano State. The significant event was purposely organized to interact with farmers, scientists, and other stakeholders to share knowledge and experiences and to give farmers a chance to ask questions about the new varieties. In an interview with journalists, the director of the Institute of Agricultural Research IAR, Professor Ado Yusuf, ably represented by Assistant Director, Research, Professor Lucius J. Bamayi, explained, "This is quite a remarkable development for our country and also an advantage to farmers."
Yeah, I'm so delighted that our dream has been fulfilled, that 4 of our sorghum varieties are here on the field. As you can see, we have some 52, 53, 54, and CSP. All of them are here. Now the objective is to have a diversity of these varieties around our farmers. The first 3 varieties are early maturing. In fact, Samsung 52 is very, very early. 8 to 9 weeks is ready for harvest. So it's here in the field, and you can plant an early crop, harvest it, and still plant your crop, this sorghum variety. Secondly, they are all very high yielding, 3.5 to 3.8 tons per hectare, far above the conventional varieties where you get just 1 or 1.5 or 2 tons per hectare. So this is quite a remarkable development.
However, it will be good to plant in Sudan and Sahelian region because the short rainy season within 2 months, it gets ready for harvest. Highlighting the significance of the seeds, the country director of the International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics, ICRISAT, Dr. Angarawai Ignatius, revealed.
Why we are here today? Because there is a program called Visa that has picked some of these varieties, which we have jointly released with IAR to showcase to farmers that there is a hope. Because of the climate change, people are looking for early maturing materials, which this provides. This one matures in 65 days. And for also crop livestock, we are also looking for high fodder and good grain, which this 54 is and 53 is meeting the needs. Therefore, the community base, which is close to the farmers, are the ones that are managing these plots to make sure that it's not just scientists that do seed production. There are other possibilities because they have been trained. So that's where you can see this is on farmers' field, not just on research field. You can cultivate this twice a year, which is to tell you that you have doubled the yield. We are also having one good advantage about this. You can harvest the grain and the stover for animal feeds. At the same time, we have a kind of nutrient called iron, and this is inherent in this. What good thing again that it will help Nigeria is that it will increase security visibility. It will not block, because in some places they don't allow them to grow tall crops. So this has open opportunity, not hindering any security visibility, so that if you grow this in the rural communities where these insurgents are, you can see them from afar without hindering any security visibility. So it is climate smart, it is security smart, and it is nutritionally smart because it has all the nutrients especially the iron and zinc that is requested or expected to be as a product for consumption. Because many big men are buying iron and zinc in their supplements, but this is directly available in our staple crop as homegrown.
How do you think this initiative will be sustained?
Good. That's why we introduced the community-based seed system. Because if you give community to own something, that means they will hold to it. But if you hold it at the project level, when the project goes, it goes. More so, it is also sustainable because it is what is requested now to subsidize or to bring down the security challenges. If this is our farm everywhere, then there is nowhere to hide. Apart from that, we are trying to also improve its mechanization, like the way they are harvesting rice with combined harvester. This is what also can be adjusted. And if you bring combined harvester here now, in the next 10 minutes, it will scrape all the heads and leave your stock.
Briefing journalists on how the varieties were introduced, the lead agronomist, IAR, Professor J.A.Y. Shebayan, also explained that the new varieties have the potentials to be planted in both the rainy and dry seasons.
The idea is that stakeholders have come from different places. The farmers have come, scientists have come, extension agents from the ADPs, even as far as Borno State, people from Katsina, Bauchi and other places. They've come to see what we have here. And other processes have also come. And they have shown their preferences and their appreciation of varieties we brought. They're quite happy with the varieties, and they are required to, they are always asking for seed, so that they can go to and see how they can cultivate this skill. So it's a mission well accomplished. Thank God for it. The idea was conceived as we had all discussed, bearing in mind the challenges we have. We want to have varieties that are high yielding, the seeds are pure, and they are early maturing, and very suitable for all different cropping systems. As sole crops, as replacement mixtures, as relay croppings, or as rotation crops. So all these varieties will fit into them. And particularly the 52 will come in very early to fill any hunger gap that is availing. So that's what prompted this work. We're able to meet all the challenges that we are having in terms of high yields and improving the food security of the country. Ski is peculiar. The 52 is early maturing and short and dwarf stature. It will fit in very well for for crop mixtures and so on. And then the other materials are medium, and they also are very high yielding, and their tolerance to strike are very well. So there are different peculiarities and their yield potentials.
Dr. Muhammad Ahmad Yahya, plant breeder and seed system specialist specializing in sorghum breeding, said, "I thank God that today my dream is now real, and the next task for me after this demonstration is to see how the variety reached the last mile farmers across the country."
So currently in this field, what we have, as you can see, is the newly developed sorghum cultivars that have been specifically designed to target a certain market segment. So the first variety is Samsok 52. This material was developed and released by the Institute for Agricultural Research, and under the AVISA project, which currently we called Dry Land Crops Project, we are promoting these 3 new varieties. Samsok 52 is a dwarf cultivar that matures early and is photoperiod insensitive. As you can see, right now the farmers are harvesting Samsok 52. The next cultivar is Samsok 53. This material, in terms of height, it is medium. In terms of maturing, is also a medium maturing variety that also matures early, much earlier than our local land races. The last material, because we have 3, is Samsok 54. It's also medium maturing and also medium in terms of its height. Sometimes you can distinguish between 53 and 54, but the grain color is different. This is just the distinguishing factor. Currently, sorghum, if you look at it, is predominantly a self-pollinating species, which doesn't really get much attention by the seed companies. What we want is stewardship from the private seed companies, such that they can be able to pick it, We believe we are a publicly funded research institution. If the private seed companies can come, get the license for this material, we can assure them that the demand for seed is very high and they are going to make money from this. Well, the private seed companies are always interested in their the market turnover. So right now the challenge is to get them on board so that they can get the license of this material, develop it and market it. We can assure them that the market is there, and right now we are in discussion with them, so hopefully by end of this year we can overcome the challenge. We are trying to promote sorghum, but it's a mistake for us to say sorghum is starting now. Sorghum is our ancestral food. Our forefathers were eating sorghum, so what we are doing is going back to our roots. Right now in this gathering we took sorghum drink. Some of our donut that we ate, there's the composite part of it was from sorghum, so we are just going back to our roots. So sorghum is part and parcel of our diet, and if we promote this, we are doing nothing but making our ancestors to smile.
Thank you. Hausako?
Farmers were excited about what they observed during the field day demonstration and commended IAR for the job done.
Gaskiya mun ji daɗi 100%. To ai ba ma mu nan garin mu ba, mutane na gefe ma suna alfahari da wannan abisu da suka kawo mana wannan iri. To da mutane da yawa suna tambayar mu wannan iri amma ba su to kaga ba nawa bane muka ce dole sai an bi wasu tsari sannan mutum zai mallaki wannan iri in yana bukatar sa.
Alhamdulillah ni wannan abu ya burge ni sosai. Kuma mu dama a shirye muke da cewa duk irin da kuka kawo mana tare muke da mu karbe shi. Wannan ya burge ni. An gayyato ni wannan taro domin in ga wannan abu, domin in je in kai yan uwana, kuma ina da ba yan uwana mata, maza da mata. Dan saboda duk wanda ya bani iri ya ce ya bawa mutum 1000 ba iyaka. Alhamdulillah saboda dan in zo in karu in ga abin da yake akwai, ina zuwa dama ina ganin irin wannan abubuwan, amma wannan abin ya burge ni. Wannan dawa ce mu da wannan mata yi mu.
The event was attended by breeders, scientists, researchers from IAR, farmers within the Bagadawa community of Doakintofo local government area of Kano State, Jigawa State sorghum farmers, representatives of agricultural agencies and research institutes from Kano, Jigawa, Katsina, Bauchi and Maiduguri,